Did I just start this video with a sniff? Allergies. This is an area I was trying to figure out what to plant, these empty spaces, and thanks again to the advice of so many people, I went with these, help me out, plecanthus. God, that's a hard word to say. What's the common name for that? I don't know. But this is a plecanthus. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And they're going to grow into a nice little lush area right here. So that is going to be lovely. I love it. This is a good way to fill this space. Hopefully they grow a bit taller and can really just kind of close that gap. If not, looks like we have space for another one. I'm just saying. The other thing that I have, which was not really part of a suggestion, is I have this little fan. It is a solar powered fan that I got before I knew I was going to have power in my greenhouse, which has been an amazing opportunity to have power in the greenhouse. But I have this cute little fan, which mostly, let me show you how it's used. Okay, this is mostly how it's used. I sit down, right, sit in my greenhouse. And I turn the fan this way. See, coffee's up there. This is basically how it's used. What, do you know a better way of using a fan in a greenhouse? Do you? Do you know a better way of using a fan in a greenhouse? In May? I don't. No, but seriously, I still have this big honker. But it is electric. It is not solar powered. But it gets the job done. So I do have to come in here and turn this on. Now, something I could think about doing is setting up my like smart plugs to this type of stuff, but given the season, like the only thing I have in here is still some ginger down here, basically dying. I don't know. I'm not taking very good care of this ginger. Yeah, it's just kind of down there. I don't really know what to do with it. Like, I started it and I'm like, wow, this is going to be great, but where in my garden am I going to put it? It needs to be hot. It needs sun, I believe, right? It needs quite a bit of sun, and it likes to be wet. I also have this scented geranium waiting for me to put it out somewhere. I love scented geraniums. I like to have them close to the house. They smell good. I had one come back. So here in my front landscape, I have a scented geranium that came back. I planted this last year and it actually came back. I apologize for the sniffing. Allergies are really kicking my butt. And I failed to take allergy medicine because I always wait until I absolutely have to. But this is the scented geranium. Hold on. Is that a weed? I didn't plant anything. I think that's a weed. That is definitely a weed. Ugh, yes. The most satisfying thing of weed pulling. Look, don't you love it when you get like that full taproot? Look at it. Just look at it. Get out of here. Get out of here. I threw it in my rose bush, y'all. That was an accident. And on the ground right here. I don't care about it on the sidewalk. It could just sit here and die. Also, I would love someone to riddle me this. I always have these 2 red pots. I've had them for years. I always plant them exactly the same. It never fails that one pot always does really well, and the second one, everything dies. I do not know why. I've completely emptied the soil before, started fresh. They're in the same spot. They get the same care. I just cannot figure out, like, look at these. These are false cypress that I am trying to grow because I love evergreens, but I'm in the South and evergreens can be challenging. So I'm trying to, like, and I can't afford to get them really big. So we have to get them small and try to get them to grow on. But look at this. I do notice, let's see. If we look at how they're planted, this one seems to be planted higher. Could that be the problem? I don't know. Help me troubleshoot this. Oh, maybe. I feel like I see roots right here. Was this not? It's planted deeply. What if I cover more of the top of it? I don't know. I try not to cover too much close to the trunk of any type of tree. I apologize for my shooting and moving. Maybe the roots have been exposed. Maybe I need to add more soil to the top of this. I don't know. But look at this one. It looks similar. But this one is perfectly fine. It looks healthy, it's growing. This one looks like it's burning up and dying. I really, really want evergreens. Okay, now, while I can't afford to buy all the huge evergreens and have them planted out there in big mass clumps, because I do eventually want a mixed border. Well, I have those two, right? I have those two cute little cypresses in the front pot, which maybe 1 out of 2 will survive. I always have backup. I have these 3 even smaller cypress plants waiting to be potted up so that they too can live their best lives. Now, if all of them end up surviving, I'll be happy about that as well. There's always room. There's always room for more evergreens. Because all of our trees here in Georgia are deciduous and they look lovely in the spring. Let me show you. Oh, there's my puppy. Say hi, Ian. So once again, let me show you something. This is my woodland garden area, and it is spring, late spring, almost summer, and it's lush and it's beautiful. My neighbors are over there. Love them. Love you all. But I don't want to see their yard. And though it's really hard to see it right now, in the winter, they're literally in my backyard. I mean, they are right next to us, it feels like. Because all of these lush, beautiful trees are nothing but sticks and branches. And that annoys me. So I would like to create an evergreen border. So this is the current view. This is the current view. It is lovely. But in the winter, it looks like absolutely nothing. Like all of these trees, all of these big, beautiful trees lose their leaves, and I am not here for it. So I would love for this to look like this. So yeah, my goal for my whole forest area is really a mixed border. Like I want a mixed screen so that you look out and you see trees and different layers of trees, and yeah. This is what I call a mixed border. So whoever you are, and all the people with your suggestions, please keep making them. You are really helping to make my dream of like gardening year round and just my garden therapy dreams a reality. Like this is You are helping with my mental health. Therefore, the mental health of my family. Therefore, the mental health of the world. You're saving the world, I dare say. I dare say. Your comments and your suggestions, you're basically saving the world. So thank you. Thank you a lot.